There we go. It's all started. We're all good. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna figure out who killed this LARPer, and I don't think that Japan understands the nature of getting a Fenrir tattoo, especially if you're a part of some sort of militia. But hopefully that doesn't come up. If it did, it'd be funny. But I doubt that that's where they're going with this. They're just like, oh yeah, mythical creature, throw it in there. Door slid shut, and look at us. There's the same number as last time, which is weird. Oh, I could never get used to it. We're scared. There's no way you could ever get used to doing something like this over and over. Oh fuck.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
Oh, I gotta start with Monokuma. This is rough.
I've been waiting for this. I feel like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs has passed.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's get on with the show.
And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, blah 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 blah. It's a class trial. I guess I do want to save. I guess I could have saved here last time, but I didn't. Oh fucking well. Okay. Increases focus gauge by 2. Nice. Is this all I have? I don't have another skill that I can't get because I don't have enough SP. That's fine. Okay, let's see. I guess I don't need to look at this shit. We can just go. It doesn't matter. We just do it. It's all fucking the same.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then I'll...
Yeah, it's the same every time. We know the rules.
Well, I'll leave the rest up to you.
Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is.
It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation.
Bruh. Bruh.
But Kyoko's standing right there.
No, that's a ghost!
But she has legs and stuff.
Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology.
Oh, we're starting off strong.
There's a limit to how much ridiculousness I can tolerate.
Okay. So I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? Then let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body.
Her traits?
One thing. It's the gloves.
I got it! I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery. I'm sure of it.
In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves.
And would you happen to know the answer?
In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see.
Thanks, Monokuma.
Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right?
They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all.
There's no way it was Kyoko, but if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to do a bad rhythm game. Oh, make your argument. Because it's, oh boy. Exploded body analysis, fake nails, and tattoo on the right hand.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost.
The dead body wasn't wearing gloves.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion?
Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. Because that corpse is absolutely Kyoko.
Okay.
This entire discussion is idiotic.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. We don't have to talk to you. We can just ignore you. Now I know the body isn't Kyoko's and I can prove it.
That Kyoko Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Where's the, which one is it?
Okay.
Okay.
The dead body wasn't.
They got burnt up in the explosion.
Then
Okay.
she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah.
She must have been wearing gloves.
What?
Shoot!
Maybe it's the fake nails.
That Kyoko there is just a ghost.
Impossible.
Okay.
Okay, then prove it.
Blah 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 blah.
Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion.
Well, yeah.
She must have been wearing gloves.
Yeah, there we go. Because the fake gloves don't fit in him, or the fake, fuck, fake nails don't fit in them gloves.
There's no way the corpse was wearing gloves.
Well, I mean, we saw it, right?
Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? I imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that would have been a pretty big pain.
You just couldn't. You physically couldn't do it.
Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think?
Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that.
Look at his fucking eyebrow. Like, I know what I'm talking about.
Everyone doesn't know women. It's you.
Well, Kyoko.
What are you talking about? I know 3 women. They're in this room.
These gloves were custom
Wah,
made to
la,
the
la,
size of my hands to
wah.
make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly.
Yeah, no shit.
Then that's that.
That's how
The dead
gloves
body
work.
Doesn't belong to Kyoko.
Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here.
Yes, this was a stupid discussion, Byakuya.
So then,
Thank
who's
you.
the real victim? First, we need to figure that out.
That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles.
Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. I can't make my own argument. I could just fucking, you know what, whatever. Tattoo on the right hand. That's probably what we need to
If Kyoko
use.
really is still alive, then who died?
There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. And there wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body...
Then there's nothing else we can do, right?
Okay, I'm gonna say I can't identify the body, is the thing. Yeah, I knew it. Tattoo on the right hand.
Then who died? There's gotta be some...
Who died?
The face was scorched.
This is about the
beyond recognition.
face.
There wasn't any description in the Monokuma. Well, if we can't identify the body...
No, that's wrong.
No, fuck you. I'm not gonna make my own argument. I'm just gonna interrupt you.
There was
come on,
one
bro.
clue left behind that we can use to identify the body.
What? For real?
For real? Based reference to Persona 5 saying for real.
Cruel and unusual death.
For real?
Cruel and unusual death. This I gotta see.
She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about.
The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand.
Oh, yeah. The design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog?
No, it's a wolf.
Her master must have made her get...
Seriously?
No, I'm skipping that.
Really did something that?
No, that's not it.
No,
The
that's
identity
fucking
of the
stupid.
victim is
No one
hidden
would
within
ever
that
do
tattoo.
that. I'm glad we live in a just world where no person would ever do that.
Oh, really?
Oh, God. You compare the tattoo to the other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. Yeah.
I got it!
Cha-ching.
Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the military group Mukuro Ikusaba belonged to.
Bum
Okay,
bum.
so
To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body.
Fenrir?
This is liking this music. The image that represents Fenrir is what? Oh, it's this. I'm like, wait, what is this? What's happening again? A wolf. This sucks.
Now
I fucking hate this
understand.
mini game.
The representation of Fenrir is a wolf.
Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok. It's from Norse mythology. A huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki, and a female giant.
I thought it was Hela. Anyway.
Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star.
A wolf tattoo. And that means...
Exactly. The body we found had a tattoo of a wolf, which means that
I thought it was
person
the
must have
child
once
of him
belonged
and
to
Hela,
Fenrir.
and Hela's his mom. I don't remember.
So it must have been Mukuro.
I thought there was incest involved in Fenrir's conception, but I can't remember.
Hold on.
It's been a long time since I actually looked into that stuff.
You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Are you saying the mastermind is dead? And now we have to have a coup-last trial?
No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all.
Yeah, duh.
But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me.
I mean, it does. You're not
Maybe
wrong.
We shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right?
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Who got it wrong?
Yeah, so either she probably got it wrong.
Who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time? And when she finally turns up, she gets killed.
I thought that she was...
Usually when there's
I
a
don't know.
scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail.
Yeah.
So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was the same as us. Just another participant.
Then who's the real mastermind?
It must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all.
No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it.
But how can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong.
My information was not wrong.
Okay. We're in the middle of a trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible.
Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this. No matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it.
I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation.
No.
Now then, just so nobody's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big ol' brains!
What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body?
Then, one of us killed Mukuro?
Wait, no. There's a chance that there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along.
I mean, that's true. At this point, there could be any number of people. Can you please clarify, Monokuma?
Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events.
Thank you.
Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro?
Who did it? Who's the killer this time?
Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects.
Huh?
I'm sure you realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to?
I mean, Kyoko. It's me and Kyoko.
I got it! You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right?
I should just don't answer that. Just don't answer leading
Why did you
questions.
say that?
Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden, so I can confirm that at that point, there was no dead body there. So, the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time.
The gym?
That's right. The four of us were there trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which is to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis
Are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects.
exactly so.
Yeah, somehow.
I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing.
Are you thinking of raising an objection?
Yes.
Well, before that, I just want to try and get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue.
Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out.
Me and Byakuya can both confirm that the body wasn't in the garden at... Well, it was after nighttime for sure. I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m.
Then I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body? Oh, but what time did we find the body?
9 o'clock.
The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? And she went to go get the pickaxe.
At 9 o'clock.
Got it! The body must have
I
been discovered at 9
remembered
a.m.,
in my
since that's when
brain.
Toko went to get the pickaxe.
Yeah, she said it's exactly fucking 9. Be back here in 1 minute.
He's right.
So we can be totally sure
Just
the
skipping
murder
her
happened
fucking time.
sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning.
Yes.
For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning.
We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah! Right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it.
Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi.
Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Well, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi, which we know it didn't because of the sprinklers. To do that, I have to make it clear when the body ended up in the garden. Sprinklers, there we go.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
That's more than enough time.
I think
to
it's
commit murder.
7:30, right?
So Makoto, if you have any objections now, would
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure. I think it's 7:30 is the thing because they come out, be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden.
We've established a time frame for the murder.
Wait,
It
fragments
took
near
place
the dead
somewhere
body.
between 10 o'clock at night
Okay, well it's either the sprinklers or
and
the...
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, from to 7:30.
Oh, come on. Shut the fuck up. Maybe it's the exploded body analysis? Because the sprinklers come on before 7:30. They come on
It
at
took
7,
place
right?
Somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in... Yep. And
Yeah, from 10 to 7:30.
Come on!
Shoot!
Yeah, this is 5, I
We've
believe.
established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between
10 o'clock at night
and 9 o'clock in the
in the
morning.
morning.
Yeah, from
Please be
7:30.
clearer about
More than enough time to
things.
commit murder. So Makoto,
Fucking
if you
video
have any
game.
objections, now would be
Okay,
the
let's
time.
get the hint from Makoto. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. Thinking back, the corpse was almost totally dry, in which case I should be able to figure out when the body must have appeared in the garden. Yeah,
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning.
So maybe try 9 o'clock in the morning with the
Makoto doesn't
sprinklers?
have an alibi for most of that time.
Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30.
I think it's 7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder, I should think. So Makoto, if you have any objections,
Oh,
now is
God.
the time.
I tried. There's something that happens in the garden at the same time every morning. You know what? Okay, let's think about this. So we have sprinklers, exploded body analysis. I'm doing this because I don't want to waste its time. Sprinklers, body analysis, and fragments, which didn't have anything to do with the water. So I might have to use my brain on this one. So, if there are only a couple of things that you can do, in the thing, right? There's let's look at it again.
We've established a time
I
frame
won't
for
use
the
my
murder.
brain yet.
It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night.
Maybe it's this one? I mean, this is the
and
only
9
other
o'clock in the morning.
thing I can
Yep. And
trigger,
Makoto
so I
doesn't
might
have
as well
an
just
alibi
try
for
both
most
of them with that, but
7:30.
That's more than enough time to commit murder. So Makoto,
7:30 is the part I have a problem
Now would be
with.
the time.
Because that's when the sprinklers go off.
We've established a time frame for the murder. It took place somewhere between 10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. I guess it was just... I don't know how that works. But it's fine.
Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later.
And what makes you say that?
It had to taken place around 7:30, which is... whatever. Logic is not important. It only matters what they wanted me to pick.
Because of the sprinklers in the garden.
Yeah, dumb fuck.
The sprinklers
How did
are set
you
to go
forget
off
that?
Right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked.
Yeah, it's a nightmare. It's a living nightmare that you can't wake up from. It's fucking seizure inducing.
Perfectly. The body was wet. Dripping wet, in fact.
Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong.
Wrong.
I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent
I'm gonna
words?
kill you.
No, I'm saying that the body was wet.
I could say
Not
wrong
because
as much
of
as
the
I
sprinklers.
like.
What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you trying to deny my entire existence?
I try to deny your entire existence every time I see you, Toko.
Wacko.
If you really
Stop!
think it
You have
wasn't the
violated the
sprinkler,
law.
You'd better tell us why.
Alright. I have to hit Toko with certain evidence. Look at the body. Yada yada. Yeah, I guess that is true, because it's not like... Oh god, here we go with this again.
I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on. Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything. Hold on.
This sucks. This fucking mini game is the worst.
Are you trying to blame me? I admit nothing. I hate you. No, no, no! I don't know anything.
There we go.
How can you say it wasn't the...
This should prove it.
Yeah, this is the evidence. Shut up, lady.
Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers.
But yeah, you think like, oh, it couldn't have been. Yeah, it's you gotta think about that, and it's just.
top half of the body
It
was
makes
wet.
sense though.
but the
My
bottom
brain.
was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet?
So they only got the top wet? The bottom was...
Yeah. I'm so sick of her.
Let's just
I wish she
move on.
died. We all wish you were
The
dead.
reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water. But only the part on fire, the top half.
this exploded body looks great.
Then I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it.
So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime
Well,
after
that's
the sprinklers
good.
turned on at 7:30 in the morning.
Doing like agreements.
Which means she
'Cause
must
that's
have
how
been killed sometime
fucking
between
conversation
then and
works.
When the body was discovered at
This
night.
game's really fun, but there are definitely some like things that's like, yeah, this could be smoothed over a little bit.
Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right?
So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you.
Good for
The
you.
only one left without an alibi is Kyoko.
Kyoko's the only one without an alibi, which would mean that Makuro's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone,
I'd
that's...
just like to say one thing. If you
Oh,
vote
thank
for
you.
me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen.
What?
Are you saying you're not the culprit?
Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us.
A trap?
We're this far into the game, and now you decide to blame me?
We blamed you the whole time.
Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work?
Shut up, you!
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
You got it, boss! Shutting up now!
Anyway, Kyoko, you
Anyway,
actually did have a
moving
reason to
on.
kill her.
Is there a bad ending? I don't know what that means.
Huh? She did?
She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try and put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko?
Oh, interesting.
But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced into another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting.
So...
Yeah, I mean,
what was
obviously
her motive?
Kyoko's not lying.
If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty
I'm
clear
Kyoko's
gotta be the
obviously I'm gonna
culprit.
trust her, but maybe after we can like after the trial's over, I can
I'm
look it
not
up and
the
we can
only one
watch it
without an
together.
alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient.
Huh?
The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did.
That just means you move the body,
What
yeah.
are you...
Because you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet.
Interesting. I'm listening.
All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep it from getting wet.
That's true. There's a tarp that wasn't there at the beginning. And it's all gross on one side. And it's clean on the other side. Like it got wet.
God! You're talking about the tarp, aren't you?
You catch on quick. You're right. All you'd have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water.
And now we're back to square
In fact,
one.
That's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that.
Yeah.
Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that faced down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves that the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked.
But why would they go to all that effort just to keep the body
Why
from
would-
getting wet?
Why would it? You know what? Not gonna
Most likely so they
question
could
it.
cloud the
Not gonna
issue
worry
of
about it.
when the murder actually took
It's
place.
fine. It's fine.
In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us.
Why would she say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. The tarp. If it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body...
Wait, something's not right.
And what might that be?
I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. With the blood. What's that smell? It's blood. Body before the explosion.
By covering the body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet.
So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet.
But the underside of the tarp, it was totally spotless, right?
It's because that side was protected from the water. Since it was facing down toward the body, of course it didn't get dirty.
No, that's wrong. And frankly, I'm embarrassed for you. Personally, I would never say
One side
that's
being clean is
embarrassing.
pretty strange if you think about it.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed my
Because
time with this
the
so
blood
far.
wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself. Not to touch it, or you might get some on you. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it.
I also bought Ultra Despair Girls over the winter sale, so I'm gonna be going through that after this because I think it goes between
Well, maybe the
1 and
washed
2.
it, so nobody would know they'd used it.
If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just washing the one side wouldn't hide anything.
Oh, yeah, true.
More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage?
Huh? The blood was camouflage.
After the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim.
You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that?
Well, from the nurse's office.
I know! They could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead?
No, that's not what happened this time.
Oh.
The killer got the blood from right there in the garden.
Oh, from the chicken. Yeah, because the chickens. Look at all those chickens.
I got it! Could it have been chicken blood?
Yeah, I've heard that it's fan servicey.
What? Chicken blood?
When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens.
Well, I'll be excited to check it out.
But after the murder, there were only 4.
Okay. Well, maybe I will. Maybe I will. We'll
So,
see.
you're
I
saying
obviously haven't completed
someone
this
killed a
game yet,
chicken
so
And then cover the body with its blood?
we'll decide that later.
Man, that's messed up.
And there'll probably be a period between when I play this and go on to the next thing.
Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it.
Yeah. What are you? It's
I
ridiculous.
wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that a chicken went missing, which provides a basis
Oh, it
for my
spoils
theory.
things from 2? Why not just eat the body? Why does the larger human simply not eat the smaller one?
Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid the water and then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body.
What? Not
But
necessarily.
that's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it.
That's a ridiculous assumption to make, but
The
sure.
ground was completely clean.
I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they covered the coat in blood beforehand.
They covered it beforehand?
When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would?
I think so.
No, yeah, it was
No.
just on it.
The head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves.
Yeah, I mentioned that. I thought that was fucking stupid.
Then that settles it.
Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what?
Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went off, but the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later, at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30.
Yes.
If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier.
But to pull all that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off?
That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult.
Huh?
They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time.
Maybe, but still.
Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on?
Oh no. I headed off to the gym, and Makoto didn't show up till later.
Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say?
You bitch. How dare you?
Don't bother saying it's not possible.
I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate.
I'm just wondering who it could have been. Because, you know, Byakuya, I know Byakuya's in the next game. It's not Kyoko. It's not Jack, obviously, because Jack wouldn't do it like this. I want to say I don't think Hina would do it, but obviously she's a character and she can do whatever. But the only thing, yeah, that's what I was thinking, is that Monokuma did it. The only thing I was thinking is that Monokuma did it, but he said that one of us did it. And we already had the suicide thing last time, and it was done with we had the bomb. So maybe she wasn't dead until the bomb or something, and then I don't know. We're gonna have to have some stupid twists and turns to make this make sense. Disguised dead body.
Well then, it looks like we're back to square one.
Yeah, he said a student did it, and he said there's no more students. He said there's the 16 of us, and the rest, it's all no more.
Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again, our suspects are him and Kyoko.
For serious, man? Which one of them did it?
And it'd be lame to use suicide twice in a row.
Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds.
Oh!
That's
See?
stupid.
Pretty good idea, right?
That's stupid.
No, not that. I just remembered something.
No, your
super
idea
serious.
sucks. You should stop talking.
Well, don't just stand there.
Yeah, it's
Out with
clearly
it.
not suicide. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't.
You know that knife we found all black and burnt?
The one we found stuck in the body before.
God, is she like
exploded, right?
cloned? Are there clones of her? That'd be fucking terrible.
According to the Monokuma file, the knife went
I'd
all
laugh
the way
really
through,
hard.
From front to back.
But it's not. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you draw it like that?
So, what about it?
I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before.
Yeah, y'all gave it
That's
to
what I
me.
thought when I first saw it. I just remembered.
I know at this point it's something, yeah, something's going on. Can't let Toko, and I gotta take it. It's a new killer and a student. That's what I was thinking, is it has to be a new killer and a student. Which is fucking bonkers.
You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier.
Yeah,
Oh, I can't wait. I love terrible twists. They make me smile.
It's just...
Yeah, I had a horrible fucking nightmare. Where someone who I mentioned before does not have the nails and is like brownish, although that might just be the weird lighting, but like clearly not the nails. Maybe I did really kill her. I thought something. No.
Very suspicious indeed.
Clearly I didn't. We still don't know anything about this fucking vision he had, or how this person got into his room, or how Kyoko was there, or anything.
The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced.
Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove that I didn't murder anyone. I didn't do it. Disguised dead body, explode body analysis of fragments near the dead body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
Is it?
It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that.
Is it the same one? I could just ask questions like that.
That seals it. Makoto did it.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So
Uh-huh.
there's no question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
Okay, so do we know? We've already established the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. I did not kill her, yes. Which means that the knife was thrust through the coat into the body.
The knife we found lodged in the dead body.
It's the same one we gave to Makoto.
I don't know. I don't know what they want from me.
I was afraid of that.
I'm trying to
Didn't
think.
have that knife before.
Let's look at the hints again.
Seals it. Makoto
And
did
just
it.
hear it one more time.
Just because I had the knife once, that automatically makes me the killer?
Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right?
It looks
So there's no
suspicious.
question. You took that knife of yours and killed her with it.
What a horrible man you are, Makoto.
We've already established that the coat was put on the body after the tarp was removed. Which means the knife was thrust through the coat into the body. Which, does that mean like that we're... I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna go with my gut with the suspicious answers. Because this is the one I have. This is the new truth bullet.
I was afraid of that.
If he did have that knife before, then that seals it. Makoto did it.
I didn't do it. I did not kill her. That's bullshit. I did not.
Well, getting stabbed is
Getting stabbed. Aha! I was right. I used my powers of video game deduction and not knowing what the hell was supposed to be going on.
The stab wound isn't what killed Mukuro. That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard.
lies. We never talked about what killed her.
No, don't you remember? The killer covered the dead body with the tarp and then put the bloody coat on it, right? In other words, the victim never wore that blood-stained coat until after they were dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, when
We
we
discovered the body.
the knife had been thrust through the coat along with the body. Meaning, if she wasn't stabbed until the coat was put on, and she was already dead at that point, obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
Yeah, okay, I see what's happening.
Wants to kill her and wants to cover it up.
That doesn't work. Exact condition body was written down for everyone to see. In the file?
I got it.
Yeah, I mean that's where things get written down.
Only states that there was only one stab wound.
Oh yeah, it sure did. It's totally forgot about that.
Oh, sure, it's sure. Definitely, I definitely read it because I can definitely read.
The knife.
I definitely read that in the reading booklet.
Was just another
Where you
piece of
look at the
camouflage
words.
set up by the true killer.
Oh no!
He probably stabbed her to draw attention away from what actually killed her. Exploding the body afterward was probably meant to do the same thing.
Yeah. I love seeing Toko fucking flying away.
Making it impossible to know what really killed her. It was all the killer's attempt to destroy all evidence of their crime.
It's the best. Toko has good
They
ragdoll
wanted us to
physics.
Noticed the stab wound and then detonated the body afterward.
Yes.
They meant for us to latch onto the knife as the cause of death, then destroy any evidence proving otherwise.
Oh, hey, I have a question. It kind of goes back to the beginning, but what's the deal with that explosion anyway? Why'd the body just blow up all of a sudden like that?
If you bothered to put that lump of gray matter between your ears to use, you'd know the answer.
Shut
Wait,
up.
You're so smart. Just tell me.
I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle.
I don't even want to hear him say that.
But even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
You're stupid.
Go ahead, Makoto. Tell her or we won't make any headway on this.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for delegating all the work to... It's the bomb. Okay, I guess fragments.
I got it! After the explosion,
More
we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
Do you know about it? Do you know about them? Fuck me.
That fragment reveals the cause of the explosion.
Huh? You know,
It's never going away.
I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
That's only natural. Because, of course, we saw the same thing when we dismantled Monokuma. It's part of a bomb.
Oh! Then the explosion was because of the Monokuma bomb.
Anyway, the culprit's motive is becoming more and more obvious by the minute. They wanted the knife wound to look like the fatal injury so that we'd suspect Makoto. And the only one who would benefit from that is the only other possible suspect.
I don't know about the only... I'm very suspicious. Monica Bleh. Bleh.
Hold on a second, Byakuya.
Barf.
What's the problem?
Well, I just feel like we need to think this through.
Yeah, we don't know
Still
what the
don't know
fuck
actually
happened.
Killed the victim.
That's true. It's definitely bugging me. What really killed her?
Fine. I have no problem with that. Let us continue the debate. It won't change the facts of the case regardless.
We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. I need to concentrate. So what could it be? Just the file is the only... Okay. Oh, that means we gotta suck up the... Let me check the controls. How do I suck up the... Weak spots. Firing truth bullets. Oh, have fun with dog. Loading truth bullets. Quick select. Truth bullet flashback. Hold. Okay, so I just hold it. Okay, I remembered.
The victim's
fun with
fatal
dog.
injury has yet to be determined, correct?
I'm saying it's this.
Explosion
Oh,
didn't
fuck.
kill her for sure. I guess.
Well,
I tried to get that, but I
She
didn't.
was already totally dead when that happened.
And it
Bullets.
wasn't me because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it. There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that, the victim had suffered countless wounds across her entire body.
Okay, the countless wounds aren't what did it. They weren't fresh. So that... Sorry, I'm getting... Discord is telling me. Is Sunny... Can you tell Sunny I use Streamlabs OBS? Isaac, can you because I don't want to type in the thing. I just wanted to see what the thing was. So, which only leaves.
Then shall we continue the debate?
Okay, so I'm gonna try.
Injury
Has yet to be determined.
I have to absorb this one. That's what I was trying to do in the first
The
place.
explosion didn't kill her for sure. I guess.
Well, yeah. She was already totally dead when that happened.
And it wasn't because of the knife, right? And then there's only one other thing.
Oh, yeah. According to the Monokuma file, that's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
What? Oh, maybe it's the other way around.
Shoot!
All right. Yeah, Streamlabs OBS is the thing I use because it's the easiest to. It has a lot of things that make streaming easier.
Then shall we continue the debate? The victim's fatal injury has yet to be determined, correct?
The explosion didn't kill her for sure.
Well, yeah.
And it wasn't then.
Oh, yeah. That's gotta be it.
There was evidence that showed she was hit on the back of her head.
And more than that,
Yeah, I have to absorb this bullet and then go back through and then contradict the first thing.
then shall we continue the debate?
At least I think so. If this is wrong, then I'm fucked.
Yet to be determined.
Yeah, okay. There we go. I just had them in the wrong order.
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
Yeah, tell Sonny that he could just come in and ask me. Like, he can just come in the chat and ask me if he wants to talk. I can talk to him while I play the game. That's what the chat's for.
The Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
Oh, yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
Yeah, because she was a soldier.
Then we're safe in assuming the blow to the back of her head is what killed her.
But then, what was the murder weapon?
See, it seems weird to me that this would actually be Mukuro Ikusaba because nails, people who are combat vets don't like nails and having big acrylic nails like that. If you're a crazy soldier person, like a crazy child soldier, why would you do something that so obviously hinders your combat effectiveness? Exactly. Maybe she had a reason. Maybe it's part of the bad twist. I don't know, but it's something that sticks out to me, so I want to mention it now.
The Monokuma file says she was hit with a blunt object, about as thick as a metal pipe.
Oh, I bet it was the pickaxe.
No.
Is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
Ooh.
Well, maybe they held it the other way and hit her with the handle.
No way!
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to
That's
swing it.
off. You wouldn't be able to swing it with any kind of power. I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want.
Yeah.
No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours.
Oh, hi, Sonny.
And spit on it.
Eee.
I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time.
Seriously?
We want to figure out what killed her, right? It just so happens we already know.
We already know?
So what was it?
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've deduced the real murder weapon.
Have I deduced the real murder weapon? What are you talking about? I don't know what this is. If I do, I've forgotten. What's the real murder weapon? Is it the chicken? Is it the arrows? They're metal pipes. The duct tape? that was wrapped. Yeah, it's the arrows all wrapped together in duct tape. But which?
I got it! Mukuro was hit in the back of the head with something, and that's what killed her.
It's great. I'm glad you're here, Sonny. I mean, I'm always glad when you come in. I need to give you the little VIP thing too, because you're special.
And that something was the titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
I don't know how to give roles in chat though, so I'll have to do it after the stream.
That's what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
Indeed. There's no doubt about it.
Are you sure?
Yes, you're all my special friends.
Hey! How dare you backtalk, Matt?
Shut the fuck up.
Anything. I'm just
Shut the
saying
fuck
what
up, Toko. I don't blame Hina for doubting it because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. It's the duct tape. They were duct taped together so they made it into different things. Bloody duct tape.
The titanium arrow. It was in the dojo locker, right? I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
Are you sure?
You don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
Well, because in the Monokuma file, it said the weapon must have been about as thick as a metal pipe, right? It seems like an arrow would just be too thin.
Let's get over here. Yeah.
No, that's wrong.
I'm glad I fucking got one just straight up. It's like, yeah, that is the actual answer.
You're right. Just the one arrow would have been too weak. That's why the killer used another weapon.
Another weapon?
I need to implement an alert for raids also because I've gotten 2, which is 2 more than I think I would ever get.
Inside the dojo locker, we also found a balled up wad of duct tape. The killer probably uses duct tape to bind multiple arrows together. Bundling them together using the duct tape would easily create a single weapon.
I
as
don't
thick as a
know,
pipe.
why not? It's fine.
And that's exactly what the killer did.
Yeah, it's great. No, I appreciate it.
Aesop's fable about the bundle of sticks. One stick is weak, but put them together, and they become strong. It's meant to teach cooperation.
Fascism, fascism.
Harsh.
Yeah, baby. She knows about fascism. Toko knows what's up.
You even listening?
Just tape all those sticks together.
Anyway, that explains
seen
the
it.
murder weapon. As for who the culprit is that stashed the weapon in the
Clue is
dojo
based, by
locker,
the way. Clue the movie. I love that movie.
it was you, Kyoko.
I've never been to the dojo.
Oh no, you absolutely have.
How can you say that with such confidence?
Because we have proof, of course. Don't we, Makoto?
Rise of the planet of the country of the day. Is this the one where she becomes the apes? I don't know if it's on Amazon, but I own it on Amazon, so we could watch it sometime if we want to.
What's the matter?
Yeah, apes together strong.
Surely you don't intend to protect a murderer. You know what will happen if you do, don't you?
What?
If you cover for the culprit, there's only one thing that can lead to
Yeah, everyone
the
dying.
death of us all. Remember?
But that's why we have to figure out who it
course I remember.
was.
Then show us. Show everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo.
No. And I mean, I can. This is one of those things that it's like, I can't not give it. It's not like in Phoenix, right, where it was like, oh, you could just not give the evidence. Whatever, I'll just give it. Or let's look. Okay, we have 16 participants, all students. Kuro Ikura. It is assumed that Mikuro Ikusawa is the 16th student. Come on, also really secret tool, dorms. Yeah, I do.
Shoot!
Fuck, fine, I guess I have to do it. I guess I literally have to give the evidence. Well, I tried. At least I tried, okay?
I got it! The one thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here. The key to the dojo locker.
And how does that prove anything?
Because I found it in your room.
It was in my room?
Don't bother trying to play dumb. That key is just the final piece of the puzzle. Your non-existent
Oh boy,
ally,
tier
your clear
lists.
motive, your attempts to
Isaac has
bring
gone
the
off the
photo to
rails.
crime. This all proves that you are the true culprit.
I mean,
You
this is
can't
what the
explain
chat's
this away,
for.
so just give
It's for
up.
talking.
Hold on a second.
Not this again.
Racial
You really
slur.
are dead
Not
set on
here, you're
defending
not
her,
doing that.
No, it's not that I want to defend her. It's just
I very much encourage talking. PogChamp. PogChamp's my favorite racial slur.
there's one more thing I need to ask her. Kyoko, I want you to tell me something. Last night,
Monk S.
you were in my room, weren't you?
Monka S doesn't have a capital M, by the way. If you're actually trying to do it, it's a lowercase m.
Why? What were
There you go.
doing there? That's what I need to know.
Was I just having an insane fever dream? Or is this real
I was
life?
just protecting you.
What?
Monka S. She was protecting me. Does that mean she... What does it mean? But then... That doesn't make any sense. And she came to my rescue. Could that be when she killed him? Which would mean that Kyoko killed someone for me.
The time for idle chatter is over. A verdict is close at hand.
I don't think it is. So, but that doesn't make any sense. If she came in to protect me, then she wouldn't have had time to go up and fucking wrap up a bunch of things in tape
Wait.
and then come
I'm
down.
warning you. Don't make this mistake. I'm not the
Yeah,
killer.
I don't buy it. It doesn't make
I
sense.
knew you were stubborn, but this is just getting ridiculous.
Is Soul on Disney Plus?
Really? But you should know better than anyone I didn't do it. Can you tell me I'm wrong?
I
Oh, cool.
should know.
Well, I'll have to look at it then. Byakuya should know better than anyone. What does that mean? Well, because Byakuya had her key, how could she go into her room? I don't know.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
There's proof that you aren't the culprit. Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence,
Evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
and then left the locker key in my own room.
Yeah, which she
Correct.
couldn't possibly be able.
Could I
She
really
couldn't have done
that?
it. She couldn't have because he had her fucking thing. Yeah, I'm playing music. I'm just playing video game music now though, until all this blows over. Honestly, I was seriously considering moving to DLive because OBS can stream to DLive no problem. It's a lot less hassle. And you don't, all this stuff. But there's a lot of video game music I want to play anyway because I like lots of it. So we'll just see. Yeah, Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, which would mean.
Those words you just spoke. What do you mean?
So which one
Exactly
is
what I
it?
said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Do I have to absorb?
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
Just tell us what's going on.
There's proof that you aren't
There's gotta
the
be a
culprit.
reason.
Is that what you're saying?
You stated a theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker. and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But could I really have done that?
I don't know which one it's gonna be. Kyoko gave her room key to Byakuya, right? So then... do I have to... I think I'm gonna have to absorb, right? Does it make sense? Cause when the body was found doesn't...
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. I'm not the killer. You should understand that more than anyone here.
Byakuya, what are you hiding?
Master would never hide something from me.
This is making me use my brain. Okay, I'm gonna absorb this.
Is that what you're saying?
There's
You stated a
proof.
theory earlier. You said I hid the evidence of my crime in the dojo locker, and then left the locker key in my
Yeah,
own
there's
room.
proof this didn't happen. No.
Shoot!
Think about it one more time. Fuck. Maybe it's
Those
the...
words you just spoke.
What exactly? I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never.
There's proof that you...
is that what you're saying?
Maybe it's the other way. Maybe I'm getting confused
You
again.
said I hid the evidence of my and then left the locker key in my own room, correct? But
Okay, the
really have
proof
done
is that
that?
she left the locker key in my... Okay, I see. I'm thinking it through, guys.
Those words you just
I haven't even had to
What do you
use
mean?
my brain.
exactly what I said.
I'm not, but you should understand.
Byakuya,
Master would never hide something from me.
there's proof that you aren't the culprit.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, you'd think it still makes sense, but
If I'm right,
the proof
Kyoko
is that
wouldn't have been able to get into her room
she couldn't get into her room.
Why not?
because she had given her room key to Byakuya.
Yeah, obviously.
So that's what you meant.
Duh. What are you, stupid?
And if I had the key to your room,
Then obviously I had no way of getting in. Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly
It's not even
put the locker
Sunday.
key in there myself.
I don't know why you're doing this.
Am I wrong?
it would appear not.
Then you're finally starting to understand.
No, that's not actually true. There's a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us, an obvious lie. This just isn't like her, to try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? I want to waste time. Okay, so obviously I can get the bad end by not trusting her. If I get the bad end, is it gonna fucking take forever? Like, I don't want to... Yeah, obviously I'm gonna get both endings, but am I gonna have to go through all that shit again? Okay, so since that's obviously a fucking nightmare, I'm just gonna look up the bad ending at the end of the Danganronpa, and we can watch it together and see it. That way, oh, they'll be given the option to get... Okay, so it'll be fine. Let's see. Let's look at the bad ending. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever, which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap that the mastermind has laid for us. Let's look at it. What if that's not really true? What can I do? The mastermind's trapped. The victim was Makuro and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, blah 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 blah. Yeah, you know what? You're right, Tiara. I don't trust guide makers because they are mostly wrong and mostly dumb. So, I'm just gonna trust her and we'll run away. I'm just gonna trust her and we'll look it up because... Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll just look it up. I'll just look it up again. Like once it's all whatever. There has to be a secret.
Well, does no one have a rebuttal? Have you decided to accept her assertion as fact? I see. So you still refuse to accept it. I suppose we have to admit that Kyoko didn't put the locker key in her room. That it was someone else.
But who else could it have been?
I mean, Byakuya had a room key, right?
You! What are you trying to imply?
But of course, I have an alibi. From nighttime on, I was with you guys the entire time. I couldn't possibly have killed anyone, or put the key in Kyoko's room.
Well, someone had to put the key in there.
Yeah.
There's only one other possibility I can think of. Someone could have had the key on them, then once they arrived at the scene, pretended to find it there.
It had to be Makoto, right?
I don't
It
see
was
any
in-
other option.
We both saw
Wait
it
a
though.
You've got it all wrong.
What are you, stupid?
Let's think about it one more time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case.
Huh? A hidden side?
First of all, there's something off about this entire trial. You all see it, don't you? Mukuro, who we didn't even know existed, suddenly shows up dead. And then we're thrown into a trial.
Yeah, it's insane.
Kyoko even said it's a trap the mastermind set for us. So that's why this has to be...
Okay, time's up!
Huh?
Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now!
What? Time's up?
What do you mean time's up? There's no time's up. Since when have we...
It's because you were late!
Dun dun
So we had to
dun.
push back
Oh
the
yeah,
start.
for sure I will.
So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you!
Voting time?
Yeah, there's never been any time before. That's stupid. We didn't even have to get to say what happened. And now it's over. What?
Now, who will be chosen as the blackened?
That's the same thing he says all the time.
What's it gonna be? What's
I like
it gonna
we're
be?
getting a scared thing from Makoto, by the way. Something's going on. Yeah, I mean, this is the obvious... It's me, right? They're gonna vote for me. And then I did it. Yeah, which is obviously bullshit. Which means that it's all been bullshit, which we've suspected, right? You think I'm the killer.
Sorry.
It's me. Now I get to go and hang out with everybody.
Yes, indeed.
Good job. Yep, they got it right. What? None of this makes any sense. The whole trial doesn't make any sense.
It makes perfect sense. It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way.
Chills, kills!
It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment.
Wait, why do I... Kyoko.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I know this is all my fault.
Kyoko.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
What happened? Makoto has been found guilty. So what do we do to me? I don't have any personality traits. Oh, it's nothing. It's just a smusher. I just get a boring ass death to go with my boring ass schoolboy personality. Makes sense. I'm excited to finally find out what the fuck is going on in this game, though. After school lesson. Oh, come on. You didn't, that wasn't the kill. That wasn't the smush. What's he, like, embarrassed? It is. What's gonna happen to me? I didn't do it. What? Chihiro. Alter Ego did it. What happened? I just fall forever, and that's how I die.
Huh? Huh?
He was. It was how he thought, how embarrassing.
What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that?
Yeah, it had to be.
This is...
Alter Ego?
Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell. I don't believe this.
It would seem...
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning.
What the heck?
No, it's fine. I was wondering if we would get any more from Alter Ego. What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Executions are fun. I think the executions have all been cool.
I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. Huh? Huh?
I don't know, it's hard for me to find anime too dark because it's all so silly. Like... But it is fun. Like, I like the dark humor. It's like, yeah, it makes me giggle. I liked it when when Mondo turned into butter. That was really funny. Yeah, we don't know what's going on. It's okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
In other words...
Now, it's the mastermind that's ensnared.
What did you say?
So...
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege. They say that if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends the cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Yeah. Okay, so this is how we started the game. This is literally the same thing as when we started the game. It was me. What? Where am I? I don't know. I also dark themes in shows and stuff just don't bother me. 'Cause it's like fiction. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk off in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I'd ever been in before. What the heck was going on? Ugh. Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare? No, this isn't a dream. Ugh, I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast, dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in, and not perfectly lit at all. Trash was piled all over. It's an underground garbage pit. Heck of a situation to find myself in. But that was just the beginning of my problems. Oh no. You gonna be stuck in here? Oh yeah, in gruesome detail, that's one thing. But in this, it's like, it's funny. It's all about tone, you know? I like Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan's cool. I like when they bite those people. Gore's awesome. I fucking love, like, RoboCop, where they run over that guy and he splatters on the... It's great. Live action gore is really fun. But yeah, anime gore can get boring. Yeah, I agree with you there. A thing that's like, oh, it's a bunch of bad things. The point is that you feel bad. Then it's bad. This isn't though. This clearly has like things going on and reasons for it does it. Like it's talking about despair and hope and the way these things work. And it's also comical and it also has all this character drama. But if it's like, yeah, the movie is boring because you're supposed to feel bored because it's about boring. It's like, oh, okay. So it's bad then. Yeah, it's all about tone. And this is the tone of this is great. So yeah, I gotta look for a way out. Thank you for talking that whole time, Makoto, to say I gotta find a way out. Wait, what is this? What did he say it was? An airplane? How did it end up in the school garbage pit? Yeah, that's fucking weird. There's a Monokuma. It's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. Yeah, this is all the stuff that was the... executions. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Yeah, it's like The Last of Us 2. It's like, oh, it's fucking miserable. And the point is that it's fucking miserable. Isn't that cool? No, it's fucking miserable. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't gonna be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon, I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all, rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water, but it's all rancid. Pointless. If only I had some kind of key that could get into places. Because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was, look in my pockets. Oh, go to sleep. Go to sleep. Oh. Why? Just go back. Just go. I'm thinking I'm tired. Oh yeah, this is Shiro Emiya, by the way. The voice actor for Makoto. I don't know if you noticed. We talked about it a while ago. Can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. All I did was sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. If it wasn't a sign. Oh, what the? Strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. As I watched, the pile of garbage jostle and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Did someone put a key in the garbage so I could find it? Carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever stumbled down here with me.
Just a second.
Giant piece of trash, rude. Huh. Okay, hi.
It smells awful.
Yeah, it sure does, pal. Great to see you here, by the way. Looking great. Yeah, it's not a great, it's a fine performance. I mean, none of them are fantastic, but
Indeed.
it's low rent. This is a budget thing, clearly. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair? She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Oh, thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth, and I was yum yum. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up, then? Of course not. After all the fad, blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Go up and look at the thing. Fine, Kyoko. I'll talk to you more. But Kyoko, why did you come to rescue me?
So...
To pay a debt. Or no, to atone. Atone?
You...
During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew.
Indeed.
But even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. Yeah, her voice, she has like 3 voices. And I know her because I've heard her before. Don't say that, you didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me and I didn't bring myself to save the same you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive, no matter the cost. Yeah, okay, what is it? Why'd you have to survive?
It's true.
I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? Very important reason. Oh, no shit. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak?
Indeed.
That's right. At least I did. Once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot, but that's... Yeah, she had no memory. Amnesia. Is it really true? You lost your memory?
Makoto.
Oh, sorry. My back is feeling... My penis went sour. Remember the first... It happened as soon as we arrived at the school. The first thing, we all woke up and fainted. We forgot stuff.
That's right.
When I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I don't want to live, my penis went sour. I don't want to live anymore. My penis went sour. Fuck parents. God damn it. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. What would make you forget all that? Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because... I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. So the mastermind just stole them from you? And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of this school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. There's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. Why? Why? Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. It's Vine Plinkett. I tricked you. You can mouse over to see it. If you put your mouse over the emote, it'll show you how to do it. But since it is a possibility... Sonny, no! No! Can't ignore it. It's better Twitch TV. The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she should look to her missing. That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. Yeah, better Twitch TV and Franker Face Z. I have both of them so that I can do double emotes. But why me? Oh, that was not her. Sorry. I did the Kirk voice on accident. She packed my bags last night. Pre-flight. And I'm gonna be... It's a kite by then. That video is the best. I fucking love that video. Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. It was just intuition, but... And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at all. Oh no. No, I'm a rocket man. I'm a rocket man, and I'm burning out his fuse up here alone. Who the fuck is that? It doesn't even look like a Pog. It looks like I can't even fucking. It looks like nothing. They should have. If they had to replace it with anything, they should have replaced it with fucking Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. I would like a refund. It is! I was gonna say it looks like Lil Jon. Those are his hooves. Your intuition was right though. There's no way an ordinary kid would have been the mastermind.
I understand. I should understand everything.
I'll look at Discord later.
My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
So I also needed to remember shit. But why did that just happen? Are you okay? Except it didn't. Yeah, it doesn't even look hype. No one's gonna know who this person is. Man, over a tweet with fucking 2,000 likes. Like, no one saw it. Embarrassing. Obviously, I will have Pogs through Franker Face and Better Twitch TV. We will have them. Pogs are necessary. They're a part of our culture. God damn it. Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
Hey.
I have weird visions about how I want to be here. Even now, I trust you. It's just I'm not used to relying on others. I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Burst! 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 Anyway, let's not talk about it. It's such a hassle. I don't even care. It doesn't affect me. Let's just move on. It's like, there's no point in harping on it because it's just gonna make you miserable. Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least. It's okay. No, I totally get it. I've been fighting the urge to talk about it the whole stream. I would rather just have fun and not worry about it. So as much as it is an annoying thing, let's just move on, alright? This is the nature of the world. It's just the same as it always was. On this site they own. Well, I mean, that's pretty good. Most of the time, you know, they're pretty good about... Most platforms in quotes, are pretty good about letting people fucking shit on them while still using the platform. I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, my purpose and my ability. You mentioned your ability. My ability, everyone should have known me for, was the ultimate detective. Well, no shit. I fucking said that multiple times. Like, oh, she's the ultimate detective. She's in a fucking, like, suit outfit thing. Like, duh. Anyway, the ultimate detective. The reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find. Well, you had to find someone? Who?
So...
Yeah, stop it. No more. Turn it off. We're not talking about it no more. We're talking about this crazy video game. We're having crazy revelations right now. The headmaster Merster. Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. What? Excuse me? I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. We gotta help Akechi find his fucking dad. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster. Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved. Yeah, that's okay. She'll find the headmaster no matter the cost. My memory hadn't come back at that point, but when he said that, I felt strange. That makes sense.
However,
but listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. Boogie woogie woogie. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room. Then what'd you see in there?
so...
The room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean the mastermind, right?
It's true.
That was my assumption, yes, and to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? Because I also found this in the headmaster's room. Is this some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's the layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Makuro's profile and that key. The map showed the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So, what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. Okay, so what do you mean? I need to see it for myself. Well, fine. There's no time to explain. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's no time to explain. Fucking ridiculous. And really ominous. That's fucking crazy. I'd better talk to Kyoko. Oh, fine. We're still talking. Why did we stop talking then? What was going on? Oh, yeah. It has to do with Makuro. I don't have a bot. I'm sorry. You can look at the bottom though. You can just look at it. I don't understand the uptime command. The cause uptime is just on the thing. I don't know. It's very weird. Just to be clear, I didn't kill her, and I know it wasn't you either. Yeah, I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her? What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved and breaking their own rules, which means we're fucked. Is it not on mobile? That's weird. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Makuro Igasaba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole the key and disappeared. In retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial. Huh. Mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly because of the school regulations.
That's right.
Yeah. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
In other words,
Yeah, we can't destroy school property, and the little Monokumas are school property because they're little robots. So if you fuck with them, you just die. You get destroyed. The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. So they couldn't kill me themselves. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. Couldn't step in because of the rules. The mastermind themselves is somehow bound by school regulations. There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Makuro Igasaba. And what's that? There was a point where Makuro may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. What? I could have become the victim?
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... Yeah, exactly. During the night. I can hear them, you know. Footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. That ability naturally draws me to cases just like this.
Anyway.
Yeah, okay. Whatever, bitch. Sure. A sudden sense of dread, and I saw the white shadow across the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
Correct.
Yep. I intervened immediately, of course.
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... Whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Makuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right, that is a contradiction. And it's not just Makuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. So what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Makoto.
Just a little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. Yeah, look who's talking. Ba, ba, ba. That's different. Oh, I like that. It's not anime if I like it. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Makuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not?
Indeed.
If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to implicate whoever caused that event. So you're talking about what happened a year ago, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Yeah, it's actually less interesting. The tragedy, whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair? That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair.
Indeed.
Then make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through with this. That is the ultimate despair, and that is our real enemy. Okay. Yeah, I didn't... We're all still here, except for Makuro, who died and did nothing. How can you not tell? I know how you cannot tell. I know very easily. I know you all very well. All right. That's the end of this chapter. So, Sonny, if you wanted to stream, I can raid you when you're done. I mean, it's just us, so raiding you would just be us all going over there, which is what's gonna happen anyway. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today. We're gonna cut it off there because that's the end of the chapter, and I don't want to go any farther than that.